What is going on, young man? I am the over 50 guy slash the online dad. Listen, on today's video, I want to talk to you guys about cutting out whatever excuses that you have that is keeping you from building yourselves or keeping you from going or doing what it is that you want to do. Listen, guys, I started this channel a couple of years ago. I recently got monetized and made, some decent money this past month. I'm not saying that it is life-changing money, but I am saying that it is enough money to be like, damn, right? And guys, I did this. I'm 55 years old. I don't know anything about the internet when I started. I barely know any more about it now, right? But I said that it was something that I wanted to do. I started watching YouTube videos. I started reading books. I started trying to get all the information I can to learn how to do this thing. And in a short amount of time, it has culminated into me, it has culminated into what's called proof of concept, young man. That means proof that this really does work. And what I want to convey to you guys today is that if I can do this at 55, what is your excuse? What is your excuse, man, for not getting up and going after what it is that you want to do? Listen, back in my day, to learn how to do all of this stuff, I would have had to have gone to bookstores and begged somebody to teach me how to do this and pay them money and all of this type of stuff. You have no excuse now, man. You can learn anything on YouTube, on TikTok, on Google. There is nothing that you cannot learn to do, right? I am proof of that with what it is that I am doing now. So what's the excuse, man? This is what you have to ask yourself. If you're not building yourself the way, listen, I'll give you the fact that maybe you didn't know any better, but now you do. So now that you know what, in order to build myself correctly, I'm going to have to get out here and I'm going to have to do some things. I'm going to have to, work 2 or 3 jobs. I'm going to have to find out what my passion is. I'm going to have to stop being distracted by women and sex and that type of stuff. Now that you know that these are the stuff, or this is the stuff that you have to do, what is stopping you from doing it? I'll tell you what's stopping a lot of you is that you're just lazy. And I think that all of us at one point in time would rather just chill and do nothing. You have to break that, man. If you're going to build yourself properly so that, like I said, later in life, you can have these options and you can have these resources. Being lazy, you have to get that up out of you. You got to run that up out of you now. After working an 8 to 10 hour day, as much as I would have wanted to come home, pour a shot, crack a beer, sit down and watch Netflix. No, I had to set up this camera and do these videos. As much as I would be tired from the next day, before work, I would have to edit these videos and go to another video or pull up another Google article on how to edit and learn how to do this stuff. But you have to do something, right? Once you know what it is that you want to do, guys, there's just no excuse now. You have the information. It could have been a distraction for you that you just didn't have the information. That is no longer an excuse. You have the information now. It is all around you. You ain't even got to leave your house to learn how to do what it is that you want to do. That is no longer an excuse, right? I don't have the money. Get the money. Go out and get you a couple of jobs so you can have the resources to start building yourself correctly, right? I just don't feel like doing it. So what? If I don't feel like doing it at 55 and I push myself through to do this stuff, then there's no excuse for you. No excuse for you at all. And I am twice your age. What am I saying, guys? What am I trying to convey to you today is that it's possible. It's possible. It is just a matter of you knuckling down, taking out all the excuses. Listen, I don't care if it is building yourself financially, building your body, listen, whatever it is, man, it can be done. But it will never be done if you give yourself excuses as to why it can't be. I am morbidly obese and I would go to the gym, but I don't feel like it. People may laugh at me. What are people going to think? Have to get rid of the excuses, whatever they are. Whatever they are. It could be a relationship that is not serving you, but you use that as an excuse to not do the things that you need to do. And here's the thing, fellas, you know if it's an excuse or not. Whatever is keeping you away from doing that thing that you know you need to do, right? You know what it is. You know it's an excuse. But here's the thing, and there's no getting around this. Only you can fix that. Only you can fix that. Guys, I can't tell you how many times I am on this camera pressing play, terrified that, what I'm saying doesn't make sense or nobody is listening, you're making a fool of yourself, all of that stuff, right? Excuses that I could use to stop me from pressing play. And if I did that, then I wouldn't be telling you about how, I got monetized and I'm making some money off of YouTube. The only reason I did that, man, is because I cut the excuses. I didn't give myself any excuses. My thing was, what do I have to lose? What do I have to lose from trying, right? What do I have to lose when all of the information on how to do this thing is a click away? What do I have to lose when I can go on YouTube, Google, any of these places, TikTok, and learn everything that I need to learn about this thing? You have nothing to lose and you have everything to gain, young man, but you have to get rid of the excuses, right? You have to get rid of them. You cannot allow them to stop you from doing what it is that you know you need to do to move forward in your life. And you know what they are. You know what they are. No one is fooling you in that. You're fooling yourself, right? So listen, again, maybe it is getting in better shape, getting your body in shape, and you know the excuses that you're using for that. Maybe it is you're not working like you should. You know the excuses you're using for that, right? Your money isn't where it needs to be, right? You're trying to get that apartment. You're trying to, get out of mom and dad's house, but you're not. You know the excuses that you're using. Cut them. Cut them, man. And if you need a better example or illustration as to how you can cut these excuses, then you can use my old ass to do that. If I can get out here and start a YouTube channel at 55 years old, knowing nothing about it, and get it to the point where it is making what I would consider decent money in a month, then what is your excuse at 18? What is your excuse at 29, 30? When I'm 20 years your senior. The whole point of the video today, man, is that excuses will kill you. And the sooner you learn to push past your excuses, the quicker you're going to get to this point in life where you're going to have the resources and options. All of the things that I talk to you guys about on these videos, as far as the pitfalls and the things that I went through, I could have easily addressed those things, but I used excuses. I used excuses for steadily getting into toxic relationships. I used excuses for running after women and sex and wasting all of the time doing that. I gave myself excuses for that. And at the end of the day, I am where I am because of it. And nobody cares. You have to care. You have to care enough about you to rid yourself of whatever excuse that you have that is getting in the way of you building yourself. And only you can do that, man. Only you can do that. So again, I could have easily used the excuse in building this channel. Nobody is going to listen to me. I don't know about how to edit, and I don't know about how to do computer stuff. I'm an old dude. I could have easily done that. Easily done that. And in most people's eyes, I would have been justified for doing that. But no, this is what I wanted to do. I found value in it from the beginning. I just didn't know how. And I removed that excuse and I learned how. All of the information that was around me, I took advantage of it. I read, I learned. Again, guys, you don't even got to leave your house. When I was coming up, in order to do this, if you didn't know, you'd have to live at a bookstore. You got to invest money in books and courses, or else, like I said, find somebody that knows how to do it and pay them to teach you. All of that is gone, man. It is at your fingertips. You can learn how to do anything. The only thing that is in the way is you and the excuses that you make for not doing it, right? If you want to build yourself, men, if you want to build yourself into the type of man that I'm talking about on these videos, it is only going to come as a result of you losing the excuses and going to work. It's just that simple. It's just that simple, right? So if you get nothing from this video, men, drop your excuses for not doing what it is that you know you need to be doing in life. Get busy. Get busy. And it does yield results. I'm a absolute witness of that fact, right? So listen, man, I hope that helped. Hope that added some value for today. Listen, I am going to start doing one-on-one coaching for you young men. If you think that that is something that you could benefit from, I would love to do that with you guys. I'm still kind of in the process of working out how I am going to do it, but I am going to leave my email in the description. And if that is something that you would be interested in, drop me an email and we can talk about that, right? But I'm definitely thinking that, you know, the group stuff that I do, I think is beneficial to you guys. But I do believe that one-on-one working with you guys with whatever issues that you're having could be even more beneficial. Okay. So I'm going to put my email in the description below. Reach out if that's something that you would be interested in. Also, like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the YouTube algorithm so that this message can get to other young men like yourself. Okay. Listen, I am the over 50 guy / the online dad. We'll be back with another one soon.